Hello, everybody, and welcome to Smack Talk. I'm your new host, David, and we got...
I'm Jacob.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Gabriel.
I'm Christina.
Today's topic is genre wars. We'll be talking about different genres in video games and what we think about that. So first off, what is your favorite or best video game genre? This is all in your opinion. Christina?
Let's say RPGs. I love RPGs. I grew up on RPGs. I love Pokemon. Skyrim was a big one for me. I played hours and hours. I wasted like half my life, I'm pretty sure, on that one. I also played, I don't know, just there's so many RPGs. And they're all obviously like hybrids, but I'd have to say the best RPGs though would be like RPG puzzles. Like for instance, Legend of Zelda. That one was one of my big time favorites. So.
All right, RPGs.
I'd have to say platformers.
Platformers.
Which ones are your favorites?
I would say not like Metroid, but kind of like a Metroidvania style.
My favorite is not this one.
If it's like
You're
Metroid,
curious.
where it requires me to go back and forth 55 times
Oh
to get
man,
different
that
items,
was so good.
not gonna do it.
That's my favorite, Metroid Prime.
It's a lot of games.
And what's yours?
Well, Gabe, you kind of stole mine because mine's also platformer.
Dun, dun,
But
dun.
I guess I kind of have a different reason because I grew up on that. I had a Sega Genesis, so I played a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's saying his reason is better.
And I also grew up with the GameCube, so I was playing Sonic
GameCube.
Adventure, Super Mario Sunshine, that kind of
Brag
stuff.
about it, am I right, guys?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Oh,
Jeez.
me. Okay.
Jacob?
And Jacob.
Jacob.
I don't know. I like a lot of types of genres, but like
Good answer. All right, mine is fantasy RPG, so Legend of Zelda for the most part. Now, that's all our favorites. Now we have to discuss what the best one is, and that's the kicker. Because you have to all unanimously agree on something or we're never getting out of here.
third-person shooters.
Third-person
Oh,
shooters.
die.
Ooh.
Because of one game that I've been
Discuss.
binge playing.
Well,
No.
you're full of the poo-poo. I am saying adventure.
Oh,
The
adventure.
adventure genre.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll move from genre to genre. I'm going to go ahead and say that the best genre is first-person shooters.
Die.
And you're wrong.
Die.
And so I'm going to go ahead and say that because it is easily the most,
your blood
it's like
on
one of
these
the most
hands.
popular. It has multi-use fan base along with the different varieties of them that exist. So who wishes to slap me in the face verbally?
But
I think I'll be the dissenting opinion on
Okay.
the first-person
Ooh.
shooters.
we'll
It's
see.
I don't have anything against the mechanics. It's just the majority of the first-person shooters I see are all the same. It's all basically just the same reskin of the same engine. Like there's a Call of Duty game out every freaking year, and it's all the same. And they have no resale value with GameStop because very obviously there's going to be one next year.
Nothing has resale value with GameStop.
That is not true.
Oh, don't you lie to
can
me.
still
Don't you
buy-
lie to me. Try trading that game you just bought and try to get a game of equal value. Because guess what? That game I just got. What was it? What was it?
My point is though, like.
$60 will
I
get
can't
you 20
think
in
it's all
resale.
of
My
them.
point though
All
is
of
like Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. You can buy used for almost the same price it came out when it released at GameStop. But like
They'll buy it from you for
the
15
newest
cents.
Call of Duty, when that comes out, the other Call of Duties are worth like $5.
They stay at $60.
No, they stay at
I know
Because
$60.
it's multiplayer games. It's
So- but, like-
multiplayer games that evolve on different servers. So having the newest one means you're involved in the newest
You know what?
server.
I'm in on
It
it.
doesn't apply for
You sold
Legend of
me.
Zelda.
My point is kind of that first-person shooters don't kind of lack creativity a lot of the time, and it's not that they can't do it; it's just that they don't. They know
It's really
what's-
not creative.
They
It
know
really
what
isn't.
sells, and it's just the multiplayer aspect, and that's it. And then they never expand on it. I think like the only thing I've really seen that's kind of original as a first-person shooter is Titanfall, because how you have like the big mechs
Oh,
and stuff, and
Titanfall.
that's more of that even acts more like a MOBA because of it.
That was terrible. But
I'm
I
going
relate
to.
shooters to actually casual addictive games like your mobile phone games. Pretty much all they're doing is just getting at something that they know you're going to be addicted to, and they use progression systems and things like that just to make sure that you keep at it. But you're basically doing the same thing over and over again, learning like maybe a couple new techniques that what are you going to use it for? Like, what are you getting out of it?
I want you to know that I have become the master pixel dungeon, and I can get to the 6th dungeon without even thinking about it.
Oh, good job.
Can I just disprove you all with like one series?
One series,
I
do it.
swear.
Borderlands.
Okay, yeah, that one's.
What was disproved?
creative.
Because 2 of us are already on the
I don't
FPS
know
train.
Disprove me. Halo.
Well, I'm disproving
Halo
like
vastly
Thomas.
different
Like,
from Call of Duty.
It is.
Oh my
is.
God, it's really not.
But it's
though.
just shooting.
It is
and just-
really not.
No.
It's
Are you?
Sir,
Okay, I want you to look at Call of Duty
I want you to look
Modern
at that.
Warfare 2
I want you to look at that.
and look at Halo 1 and tell me what
Evolution of Halo.
similarities you have besides that it's a first-person shooter and they have a gun.
But like that's about it. If you're comparing single player campaigns, I'll give you that. They've got different settings, but it's basically the same thing.
you just have a gun.
Guns are guns. That's
The Call of Duty doesn't have power upgrades
can have
like Halo
swords.
does. Halo, you have armors, you have boosts. Even in Halo 5, you have a thruster pack. You have in Call of Duty, they only recently through Advanced Warfare came to the fact where you could jump and now run on walls, where it's just like half Titanfall now. Good job, Call of Duty. But for the most part, having the different futuristic environment for Halo gives different weapons. You have the Covenant weapons, which are entirely different and they're plasma beam based. And then you have the new Promethean weapons. And then you have things like the energy sword and cloaks, and, invisibility, overshield. The games are vastly different.
All right, then I'm going to make a direct comparison from RPGs to FPS. So I love RPGs because I'll spend the same amount of time that people do on FPS, except I'll be exploring the world. I'll actually be doing stuff, getting drunk, like appearing halfway through the map. I'll be like fighting people that are completely out of my level,
Drunk
just
and
trolling around.
Specifically
It's way
eating
better
packages.
than just
Way
sitting there
better.
on this map.
kidding.
I'm going to kill these people I don't even know. Let's find out a new tactic. Oh, maybe I'll just use this new weapon. Oh, wow, this is really fun. I'm over here like dominating the world.
I'm the real winner
RPGs.
because I actually go outside.
You actually go out in the world.
I've seen the sun.
Victor declared.
It is bright.
what's a sun?
Reality.
All right. So we decided. So we have split crowd. So okay, what would be your best? Then let's just. Are you gonna hop on the RPG boat, or are you gonna?
the best genre.
Best.
Because we have FPS.
No, I didn't say FPS was the best. I just said it was
Then what
good.
about shooter?
Shooter?
Let's like include
Action.
third person.
That's pretty
Third
much action
person.
games.
Because
But-
like shooter also includes Mega Man and
Shoot,
Contra.
that does not include Mega Man.
Yeah, it totally
I
does. That is a
100%
Super
Mario
That is
Sunshine.
a run
I
and
will
gun game.
Google it.
Wouldn't it be
It's,
considered?
it's a platforming run and gun, so it's a shooter.
It's a run and gun.
So
That's
it's-
different from
but
a
it's
shooter.
primarily a
Run and
platformer.
Run
Isn't
and
it?
gun implies a constant
Okay,
state
well
of
then
motion.
do you include Contra in that? Because
Contra's a
no
run and
idea
gun
what Contra is.
platformer.
Contra also has first-person shooting elements too. Well,
Where-
actually more
It's a
third
hybrid.
person,
It's
but
just,
Okay.
those are hybrid games.
I was about to say, if you're counting like a newer Contra, that's unfair because you could say, I don't know,
A lot of things.
poop.
Of course.
It's a poopy opinion.
Poop. It's Gabe.
FPS, RPG, undecided
this is all.
because you took too long.
Question mark.
So, now conversely, what do you think would be the worst genre of game?
So easy.
FPS.
I think that's what we just said. Though.
That's not what we were discussing. My personal opinions, which are better than yours. Now, Jacob, what were you saying?
FPS.
Sports.
Sports games. Okay, we're a little biased because we're all nerds here. I'm gonna
I'm actually
warn you on
Sports,
this.
oh.
None of us really. I mean, I played
No,
a
no,
lot.
no. My
only
roommates play
because my
sports
brother
games. They play
played them.
I play
FIFA
soccer.
all
He
day.
has. No, he has
actually
played the games.
I'll actually argue
Whoosh.
against that because with sports games, they kind of know what they are. They're not. They're trying to appeal to a very
Specific
small
audience,
Market. It's,
yeah.
it's like the
Like, don't
people who don't
identify.
really play games
They don't
because
know
they
what they
perceive
are.
it as nerdy. So it's like,
don't know
okay,
that I'm a mobile
here's
game.
football. Have fun. This is the only reason you're gonna have an Xbox besides your Netflix account.
Oh, but why not just computer? PC Master Race at that point.
Thank you.
Because
But-
those who aren't heavy gamers who are the ones who play the sports games. But also it takes into genre like,
Oh.
does that include like Rocket League?
Rocket League.
Insanely fun.
Yeah, I don't.
In sports.
And it's sports.
Rocket League feels like almost an exception.
It's an exception.
Like,
All right.
think about it, because it's not
Racing
a regular
sports.
sport game. It's
There
cars
will be an exception to everything.
with
yeah,
like.
very true.
Name the worst.
No, I'm talking about pure sports games. Madden, FIFA, MLB The Show. I'm talking about sports games like that do the same thing every year, and
Like
I want to feel a
FPS.
difference.
So
in
like
it.
Call of Duty.
But
I
that's
want-
like saying,
yes.
but that's like saying
like Call
all
of Duty
shooters are
sports.
bad
Like
because of
FPS.
Call of Duty.
No,
No, no.
because
that's
they're-
absolutely not. I'm
Just
talking
because-
about a certain
Just
type
because
of
they are the
sports games.
mass-produced, that's what floods the market. But then there's these other things like CS:GO and
No.
I also think
I'm
for
talking about sports games.
yeah, when it comes to
Yeah,
sports
no,
games,
but-
there's games like NFL Street and NBA Street, which take a different spin on it, but it's still sports games.
NBA on Fire Edition. I'll play that big head mode
Yo.
all day long.
Insane, so much fun. But I think
Sure you
so.
would.
I'm gonna combat you only to the point where I don't think sports is the worst. It's definitely lower on the tier for me, especially coming to like straight up sports games like NHL hockey, 20 whatever year it is, but it's the year ahead of the actual year it came out because I don't know how that works.
Hashtag the Olympic Games
Yeah,
2018.
yeah. It's like, oh, time for the 2020 game. It's only 2017.
Wait, does that mean
2020.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games count as sport games?
Yes.
We don't talk about
Sure.
that.
Oh God.
No, that
I'm
never
gonna
exists.
say,
mean,
I'm gonna say mobile games.
Were those
I'm
really
gonna say
that good to
phone games.
begin with?
Oh, mobile casual games? Oh, yeah.
Actually, mobile games aren't that bad though.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're a
And
waste of
garbage.
time.
They are
Specifically the
But, like,
puzzlers
saying
and the
that's
pay to
the-
plays.
They're literal cancer.
They're
They
Literal
have
cancel.
a platform.
Wow.
Kill you.
There's
Yeah.
a South Park episode dedicated to
But
this.
that's microtransactions.
That's
but
microtransaction
that's
games.
but that's what the entire foundation's
But
been
you
built
can't
on, though.
you can't say mobile games are the worst because one, that's a multi-genre thing, and two,
It is.
it's like
it is a multi-genre thing, and they all suck.
Saying that mobile games is bad is literally like
Okay, the pay to
ignoring
play. Okay,
a
I'm gonna say
whole
pay to
market.
play.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
about
the
to say
whole
the pay to
market.
play market is horrible.
Because there's a huge market for mobile games. Everyone's got a smartphone. Everyone. So everyone's got at least one mobile phone game. So saying
like
that that's
six.
the worst genre is like.
The only thing I
is
like about
wor-
mobile games, though,
It's
is
like putting
Or
down people with a mobile phone,
the-
pretty
it-
much.
they're the only thing. Yeah, it's
We're gonna
portable.
have an
so great.
episode
I get to
on
walk
this.
around and play mobile games.
We
all
already
the time.
did.
We had an episode on this, so go check that out.
Let's cut the
Shameless
mobile.
plug-in right
Shameless
there.
plug to that, to us. Shameless
here.
plug to ourselves.
yeah, yeah.
Click right here.
Giant circle.
Right,
Okay.
right here.
You're
So-
in the grinder.
Obviously, we're not all going to agree on anything, but
It's impossible.
overall, what genre would you think is underrated?
Underrated how?
Like one that's underrepresented, one that you
Enjoy,
that you-
but-
yeah, like you enjoy a lot, but you maybe don't like think about as often because you have other games from different genres that trump it out.
Or it's just not produced enough.
Um,
I'm looking at you, text-based adventure.
you know, I
Text-based
really
adventure.
don't know how to respond to this because,
They're
like,
so good.
I have way too many games in my Steam library. A lot of them, like, what would you put XCOM under? XCOM, like
It's
strategy?
Enemy Unknown.
It's a turn-based strategy.
Yeah, turn-based
I
strategy.
like a lot of turn-based strategies. I just don't play them enough.
I think I'll go. With,
I
I'll
want
go
to
with you
play
there.
them.
I'll go with strategy games. Like
Turn-based
even
strategy,
even
like,
turn-based.
Strategy games.
whether
turn-based-
it's
turn-based-
real time or turn-based.
Yeah,
I
real
love
time or
those.
turn-based. All of them, but yeah, all of them mostly include. So like, I mean, chess technically, but I mean but games like that, like strategy games.
Games that aren't a physical manifestation because I'm lazy.
I'm gonna say one that's like underrepresented is because it used to show up a lot in like early arcade games. It's like the side-scrolling beat 'em up game. And I love the heck out of that genre because it's just so fun sometimes to do just the mindless going around in the street beating up random people. No one does that really anymore. The only
Yeah, 'cause
Like
that's
the
I don't think
X-Men-
that's
like
good
those
if you ran
X-Men
around
games from
beating
back in the
people.
day.
Or
You
like
know- Or
one
Scott
of my
Pilgrim.
favorite ones to play, and I still go back, is on the NES, Double Dragon. I play the heck out of that game. But like, you don't see those kinds of games anymore because I guess there's just not a market for it. And if you ever see those games up again, it's because they just re-released the arcade game on Xbox Live. Like, I think the most recent one was the Simpsons arcade game.
I see your point,
Huh.
and I choose to ignore it. Strategy games. Christina and Gabe, any input
Adventure
on?
games.
I would say,
Adventure?
I was about to say adventure
they're
or
completely-
strategy.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
love adventure games.
okay,
Like
so
Life is Strange.
adventure, or strategy, or I mean, your adventure strategy, you're more adventure.
I'm adventure.
Adventure,
Period.
adventure strategy.
Real time
yeah,
and
real
turn-based.
time and turn-based. And then yours
Side-scrolling
is something,
beat-em-ups.
some dumb
Something
or whatever.
mindless.
That's no one cares.
He's passive aggressive.
So there you go.
Stop leaving
Our
sticky
opinion is
notes on
fact,
me.
It
as
is
first stated.
fact.
In the
Know
Constitution.
that officially. Thanks for watching Smack Talk. Be sure to like and subscribe, and leave us any comments and suggestions on what topics you want us to do next, and hope to see you next time.